So we're going to run through lateral flexion of the spine here. Well, laying lateral flexion of the spine. Again, we're utilising the mat to increase the range that Ryan can work through. It's not going to be a fully lengthened position for his lateral flexors on this side. If we were going to assess Ryan's range of lateral flexion, it's going to look very similar to how we would assess spinal flexion, extension, dorsal rotation. We're going to get him into a position where he can actively move through that. Assuming we've already done that, that's a very simple one to do. You can get someone lying on the ground, get them to have their arms down by the waist and just laterally flex and gauge how far they can move that hand down their thigh, for instance. That will give you a clear range, and you can then kind of make a note of how far they can move and adjust their setup accordingly. We know this is a very safe position for Ryan. This mat isn't going to permit, like I said, full lengthening through the lateral flexors on each side. What we're thinking, we're thinking an external oblique, internal oblique, some of the guys close to the spine as well, they're all going to function as lateral flexors. We've actually positioned Ryan so his, the guys around his abdominal musculature are more on top of the axis here, so he's not right on his side, he's somewhat shifted back towards me, so these guys are kind of on top of that axis. And then again, I can apply pressure through here just to, create stability through this joint. And then what Ryan's going to think about is just shortening this distance here. So you can think driving his shoulder down towards his hip, trying to shorten that distance as much as possible simply by moving through his spine. He's not going to think about lifting up isometrically at any point. He's just thinking about trying to reduce this distance and engage well through here and shorten. And then he's extending over that pad. And again, shortening through there and just being as stable as possible.